Welcome to Knit in the Zone. I'm Jen, and this is a vlog about all things knitting, yarn, sometimes crochet, and sometimes some other random things too. This is episode 29. I hope you guys enjoy this new layout. I did this last week for episode 28, so please let me know how you feel about it. It should be quieter today because I'm filming later in the day, so the little frogs and cicadas have, I guess, woke up and gone about their business. Welcome to anyone who is a new viewer, and welcome back to anyone who is a returning viewer. Before I get started, I also want to let you guys know where you can find me across all of the social media things. I am Nitty Gritty Vegan on Ravelry. You can join the Knit in the Zone group on Ravelry. Just search under the groups tab for Knit in the Zone. You can follow me on Instagram. I have two accounts. I have one for Knit in the Zone, which is knit_in_the_zone. And then I also have one for my fiber company, which is Train Track Fibers on Instagram. It's all one word. And then, of course, you can also go to my yarn shop, which is traintrackfiberdesigns.com. And I think that's all the places. Yes. Oh, and then of course all the show notes for this episode will be at knitinthezone.com. That's where I post all of the clickable links, and I also post any coupons or anything that we get for the show. So yeah, definitely check it out. So I'm gonna follow last week's format and show you guys some stuff that I'm stocking first. I got a little bit smarter about it this time and I just went through and screenshotted the things that I was stocking rather than having to go through and find it. So it should go a little bit quicker with less lag. So the first thing that I'm stocking, actually, I want to show you the yarn that I'm stocking projects for, if that makes sense. So I have this. This is called the Radness, and this is DK Twist from Madeline Tosh. I purchased this maybe in March, I think. I don't know. Anyway, it's been a while. And like I said, it's DK, and if you guys have followed the vlog, podcast, whatever we want to call this, you guys know that I live in Georgia, and it's very, very hot this time of year. So I don't really have a use for DK weight yarn in the summertime, so I've put off using this. I just saw it and I loved it. And it's one of those things, you know, whenever you see something and you like it, you're like, well, I better buy it because it might be gone by the time that I actually need it. So I bought a sweater quantity. I bought 1,500 yards. So I'm stocking patterns for that. And I may not cast it on quite yet. I just had gone through my stash and then I realized I had that and I was like, oh, I want to find something. So the first thing that I'm stocking for it is the Traveler Tunic by Joji Locatelli. And I'll post a link to this pattern in my show notes as well. But as you can see, it's a tunic length sweater with mid-sleeves. And I believe that it's knit top down, and I think it's raglan. This is some, I guess, a closer up picture of the details around the yoke area. Sorry about the reflection. So you can see it just has some cable details. In the description, which I don't have it because I screenshotted it, but in the description she said something about should use this for travel knitting before, and it's also a good item to have, you know, if you are traveling, like to actually wear because it's very versatile. So yeah, I like that. I'm not really a big traveler, but I like knitting this travel friendly, I guess. So that's the first thing. But then the second thing that I found that I really like too is, it's also from Joji Locatelli, and it's called Sweet Cables. And this is what it looks like. And if I made this, I would make it be mid-sleeve, because like I said a minute ago, it's very hot where I live, but in the wintertime, I guess the wintertime is really the only time I have use for a real sweater. So if I made that, then I would make it be mid-sleeve so that I could actually wear it whenever it's cold out. In the climate that we have, there's not really a use for short sleeve sweaters. It's always either too hot or either like it jumps to where it's really cold and you're freezing and you want long sleeves. But this is the cable part on it. So it's just a little I guess, cowl neck kind of thing with a cable. So that's the other thing I'm stocking. And then I'm also considering possibly making this with a Radness. This is the Sperry sweater by Amy Miller, and I had already knit it this spring and I really like it. It was a sport weight sweater, but I was thinking about making it and using a DK weight, just because I like the way it fit. It fit really good. The only thing I would do different if I reknit this, obviously, it wouldn't have the stripes, which I don't even know if you guys can see because it's so dark on here. I'll post a picture of it. But the only thing I would do different is if you see at the bottom, it has like a shirt tail bottom. And I think if I reknit it, then I would knit it with just like a ribbed, just straight around bottom rather than the shirt tail. The shirt tail bottom wasn't very flattering on my figure. I'm kind of hippie, so I think that for some reason it just made me look like my butt was huge. So I don't know. Anyways, that's that. So anyways, but those are things that I'm stocking for the Radness DK Twist. Like I said, I may not cast that on super soon. It's just something I'm kind of wanting to maybe make soon. Use that yarn. So that's the first thing. Let me show you guys my whips. So I had shown you guys my blanket last week. It got a whole extra square, and this is what it got. It got a little bit of Euro sock in the kimchi colorway. I'd shown you guys this last week, but I just put a square of it in there. I'm thinking about maybe buying some minis. I found some from the Sexy Knitter. She has sets that are really cute, so I think I might buy a set from her. Also, we have a yarn shop that's moved. It used to be like the other side of the county next to me, and now it's moved to my county, but it's just the other side of my county. So it's actually quite a bit closer. But I'm thinking about maybe going over there and maybe getting some minis from them. I'm sure they have minis, so I'm thinking I might make a trip out there at some point and go pick up some minis from them. It's Eat Sleep Knit if you're familiar. They also have an online shop, so yeah, I'm thinking about maybe going over there and picking up some minis for my blanket. But that's the progress I made on this, so basically not even really worth showing you. And then Love You Baby did get a lot of love this week. So, threw my pen across the house. Alright. So, Love You Baby, whenever I showed you guys last week, it was just the center brioche section right here. It was just this little silver section. And then now, so since last week, I recorded that last Wednesday, so it was a week ago today, I have knit the whole entire stripe section. I've knit the whole entire seed stitch section. And then I'm starting on, I believe it's the last brioche section. So that's where I am. And this thing's really big. Obviously, I can't really show you because on the needles, this is a 60-inch cable. But obviously I have a lot right here, and I have so much right here. My arm doesn't bend that way. But yeah, so I've made a lot of progress on it. This final brioche section is going to take a really long time though, because I knit, you can see, well, let's see, hopefully I don't knock everything else off. You can see what I did. That took me 2 hours just to do those few little passes. So this is going to take a long time to do that final section. So I don't know if I'll have it done even next week. I don't know. But I really like the pattern a lot. It was super fun to knit. I've really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it if you're new to brioche, or I guess even if you just want to knit the shawl, definitely do it. It's cute. But this is my stitch marker. I don't know if I showed you him last time or not. Little manatee. He is from Knitty by Nature on Etsy. I'll post her link in the show notes. But yeah, so like I said, I think this is a super cute, let's kind of the back of it. I think it's super cute. I'm excited about it. I love the colors. I love how they all work together. I guess I could tell you guys the colors too. So the silvery color is called Gray Wacka, and it's on my Starlight Spark Space. And then the white with the speckles, which I don't know that you can really see it on here, but the white with the speckles is called Dream On. And then the aqua-y blue color is called Seaway. And Dream On and Seaway were both on my Meadow MCN base, and then like I said, the Sea Wacka or Gray Wacka was on my Starlight Spark Space. So yeah, it has a little bit of sparkle, but then it has a lot of softness. So I really like all these colors together. All the colors are available in any of my bases too if you're interested in shopping. Put that up. And then you probably guessed, since I showed you that I had made a little bit of progress on the blanket and I used kimchi, I'm sure you probably guessed that I cast on a project using kimchi. And I did. I cast on socks. So I cast on the Hermione Everyday Socks. This is a free pattern on Ravelry, and let me put them on my fingers so you can see. It's a very simple pattern. I would say it's one step up from vanilla, because it's just a knit purl pattern, and it's very simple. It's very easy to memorize. I don't know that I would say it's necessarily intuitive. It's just easy to memorize. So yeah, but that's what I've done. I cast these on Monday, so made a lot of progress in 2 days. Then I don't know if I've ever shown you guys my knit bag for socks, so I'm going to show you that really quickly. Let me get all my crap out of it so I can actually show you the inside. So this is a Chica, what is it called? A yarn, what's it called? A Chica yarn holder tote, possibly. I'll link it in the show notes so you guys can find it. I think it's called the yarn holder tote. But basically, okay, so it has 2 pockets, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Yeah, so it has 2 pockets. They're just open. They don't zip or have anything to catch stuff on. But then on the inside, it has, you guys can see, has a little clear vinyl area where you feed your yarn balls through. And I'll go in through the bottom so you can actually see. It has drawstrings at the top too, which is awesome. I like drawstrings best on a tote for knitting. Obviously Velcro would be a total no-no, and I don't really like a zipper on the top either. So, but anyway, so this part zips up in the bottom, and then you put your yarn in here and you feed it through. You can see I stuffed my project back in there. But you feed it through. So, and then I actually put my yarn in these little, I don't know what these things are called, the little squishy things that you get that you actually just put yarn balls in. So I put my yarn in those in there to keep them from tangling around each other. But yeah, so it's really awesome because it keeps your yarn from getting tangled. It allows you to do, I mean, you could use a 2-color project or whatever, but I do socks at a time, so this is my sock knitting bag. It's big enough really to do, I don't know if the shawl would fit in there. Really, I don't know if the shawl would fit in there because it's just this section up that you have for projects. But you could definitely put like a child's sweater in there, or like maybe a short sleeve sweater for an adult, tank top for sure. I don't know. I mean, you could make something fit, I guess, if you just really wanted to. It might be not able to zip shut, but anyways. So I really love this bag. I've had this for a few years and it's gone everywhere with me. If I ever do like anything where I knit out, I take this bag because this part's waterproof. And it actually has like a really thick lining in here too. So I feel like, not that I ever want to find out, but I feel like it would be waterproof. You know, like if you got caught in the rain or something, or God forbid if somebody spilled their drink, I feel like it would probably repel. At least it would repel. Might not be completely waterproof, but I think it would repel. So anyway, that's my sock knitting bag, and it's a Chica bag. And yeah, so that's what I carry my socks in whenever I'm knitting. And this is my little notions bag that goes in there. Do more of what makes you happy. I got this at Barnes & Noble, so it just fits in here nicely, and it folds so it fits in one of these pockets really good. The other thing cool about this tote too is, since it does have the pockets, they're pretty roomy. They're big enough to put my iPhone and my keys and a small wallet in, so if you do go out and knit in public a lot, you could just take this and not have to have like an actual purse too if you wanted to. Unfortunately, I don't ever think to really do that, and I end up with a purse, and then I'm like, do I leave it in the car? What do I do? So I'm just carrying both, but it is big enough if you wanted to do those things. So yeah, so that's what's on my needles, and I wanted to show you guys a few new things that are in the shop. So I'm very excited about this colorway. This is called Sydney, and it's kind of an orangey brown color for the main color, and then it has like a peachy brown, and then it has some purple and pink speckles in there. And I love this so much. This is on my Barnaby BFL base. It is available on Meadow, on Starlight Sparks, and on Ally Bash, so it's available on anything. It's also available on OG Sport if you want a sport weight yarn. So that's the first thing that I'm really excited about. And then I did another mini set. I had done one, it was the Mermaid Tail set, and then I did this one. This is called Green Queen, and it goes from like a minty green all the way to a chartreuse. And these two are actually different. It's not really showing up on the camera that they're very different, but they're similar, but they're not as close as looking on this camera. So anyway, so that's a little mini braid. It's 5 mini skeins that are 20 grams each, so that's fun. And then I have another thing of bonbons again. I had done these a while ago, and then I just redid them and put them in a little braid. So you can see there's a bunch of colors in here, and this is a set of 4, but it's all like kind of candy colors, I guess. So it has some chocolates in there, it has like some little raspberry colors, some different purpley pinks, has a lot of colors, but this is also minis. This is 4 minis, and they're 20 grams each. So yeah, those are newer things on the site. It's traintrackfiberdesigns.com, and you can check it out, and I ship any of the mini sets that are on there. They ship next day. Anything that's dyed to order ships either Friday or Tuesday, just depending on what day you order. I have a whole list written out of, you know, what day your order would ship depending on what day you order. So that was in my Feeling Super Fine tote. I got that at Knit Picks, I think last year for their Christmas sale, I think. Anyways, I put that stuff back in its home, and let's see. Okay, so if you guys haven't joined Stash Dive, my week was last week, so I'm done with it as far as like my sponsored week, but you can still join. It's stashdive.com, and there's still a lot of really great prizes. It goes through the end of summer, so you still have quite a few weeks to join, and also if you sign up on stashdive.com, then you can be entered to win the grand prize. I don't remember what the grand prize is, but they have it listed out. So anyways, go join that. It's basically an Instagram contest where you take pictures of your knitting and yarn things, or I guess you can do crochet too, but yeah, so you get a yarn prize. One person gets a yarn prize a week, and one person gets either a notions or a pattern prize a week. So just depending on, you know, who the sponsor is, they give you a thing. So the person who won my week, I will be shipping your order out tomorrow, or your prize out tomorrow. I don't know if I'm allowed to say who it is, but congratulations if you watch, and your prize will go out tomorrow. Or tomorrow meaning Thursday. Today's Wednesday. So assuming the vlog gets up on time, which it will, unless we have upload issues like last time. But anyway, it'll be shipped out on Thursday. So yeah, and then I wanted to also mention to you guys that you can still use the code Knit in the Zone on my Ravelry shop for 20% off your total for any of the patterns on my site. So I will link those in the show notes at knitinthezone.com too. And then I also want to tell you guys, so I was scrolling through Facebook, maybe Saturday, might have been Sunday, and Lion Brand had posted a thing. It was yoga for knitters, and I clicked it and I did the little yoga stuff that it said to do, and I could actually feel it really a lot. I'm gonna copy them, or copy that link and post it for you guys, because I stretch almost every day and I could feel it, and I'm pretty flexible, so I was surprised that I was able to really feel it, but I could, and I felt like that was awesome. So I'm gonna post that for you guys, so if you are interested in doing it. I think it was like a 4-minute stretch thing, so it didn't take a lot of time, but it was mainly for like your carpal, I don't know if it's called your carpal or your carpal tunnel, whatever it's called. It was mainly for like these areas, but it did so good. It was awesome. And then they had a few others that I didn't click that were for other parts of your body. Probably should go through and click those too. But anyway, you can get to them all through the link that I'll post. And I think that's it for knitting stuff. I wanted to tell you guys about books again, because like I said last time, I read and I listen to books, so I like to share that. But I finished Three Wishes this morning, and it was really good. I really enjoyed the whole book. Definitely check it out if you're into chick lit, if you haven't read it. It was published, I think, in like 2005, so it's an older book, but I really enjoyed it a lot. I actually ended up ordering What Alice Forgot, which is the other book from her that I haven't read before. So I ordered that. It hasn't got here yet. So I'm going to start this tomorrow. And this is Knitlandia by Carla Parks. And this is just like little short stories. And it's a pretty small book, but I'm excited because I like short stories. I read like an actual physical book in the morning whenever I have my breakfast and my coffee. So short stories are awesome just because I can read like a whole entire short story and, you know, in the time it takes me to eat breakfast, and I don't know, I like that rather than having to wait and be like, oh, what happens, and wait till the next day. So that's what I'll be reading next. I suspect that I'll be done with it by the time that I vlog again, since it's a small book and I read every morning. So I think I'll have, you know, a review or whatever for you guys for next week. Another thing, okay, so Harry Potter book 3. I'm still listening to it. I powered through a whole lot of it this weekend. The book was almost 20 hours, and I only have a little over 4 hours left. I listened to it a lot on Saturday and Sunday both. And really, I don't like to sit there and listen to books for that many hours usually at once, but I'm borrowing that from the library and I only have a few days left on it, so, you know, I had to wait for it to begin with. I think I had to wait like 58 days or something, so I don't want to only read part of it and then, or listen to part of it and then have to wait another like 60 days or something for it to become available again. But I only have like 4 hours left, and I think I have 5 days left. I think I have 5 days left that I can borrow the book, so I'm pretty sure I can make it now. So yeah, but that one's borrowed from the library, and like I said, that's why I hustled. If you guys don't know though, you can rent, or I guess not called rent, you can check out audiobooks from your local library on your mobile devices and like your iPad and things like that now. If you read, you may already know about it, but you can also get books on your e-reader or your mobile device, iPad, tablet, whatever you have. You just have to actually physically go to the library and get a card and then sign up for it so that you can get on the website. I don't know if that's true for other countries. I live in Georgia, so I don't know. I'm sure they probably offer it for most of the US. I don't know. But anyways, definitely check it out because it's a great way to get free books. They do have time limits on them though. So like the audiobooks, I think they give you 11 days. I think they might give you 12. I think they give you 11. Anyways, so, and there's sometimes a wait list, but it's a great way to get, you know, access to some books that you're interested in. They don't have everything, of course, because I mean it's the library, so they're not going to have everything available online for free for you. But they do have quite a bit of stuff, and like I said, they do have novels and books that you can check out to read on there as well. They also have where you can read magazines. Once again, they don't have everything, but they have a lot of stuff. And I mean, all you have to do is go to the library one time and get signed up, and then you can access it from your e-reader or tablet or whatever you have, your phone if you have a smartphone, so you can get all that stuff. And that's pretty cool because I mean it saved me a lot of money. Before I found out about it, I was only buying my books on Audible or whatever, what's the other one, audiobooks.com I think. So I was buying them, and then also like if you get a free one or something, you feel like you've done something great. But then I was also buying all of my actual paperback books too, or hardback books, whatever, physical books. I still like to buy books, and then if it's ones I don't feel like I want to read again, then I donate them to the library. But I still like to actually buy books to hold in my hand, but then I really am enjoying listening to them for free though. I also do audible.com through Amazon, just because there are some things that the library doesn't have everything, so I don't want to be limited. But it's good because on Audible you only get one book a month, unless you want to pay more, and I don't really want to pay, I think it's like $15 a month or something for one book, which is great. But at the same time, I don't want to pay for a million books, because I rarely re-listen to a book. So anyways, I like it. I like using the little free thing from the library, and if you just absolutely must have something, you can always buy it to listen to. But that's a great way to find new stuff. And also there's not like the whatever it is where you feel like, oh, what if I hate this book, and you buy it and I don't like it. And I know Audible says they'll let you trade any book at any time, but I still feel like a jerk after you're like an hour in and it's like, I don't like this after all. So I feel like a jerk calling Amazon and being like, I don't like this book, guys, let me trade it. I know they let you, but it's still like, I don't know, I almost feel like that's abusive after you get halfway through and you're like, change your mind. So anyway, you don't have that guilt with the library, so go check it out. I think the app that our library uses, I'm gonna pull it up really quick and tell you guys what it's called. It is Cloud Library from 3M. So that's what our library uses, is the Cloud Library. But you could probably call your local library before you ride out and just find out if they do that. I know we have 3 libraries that are somewhat close, and I know all of ours do it. But I don't know if that's true with every library in the country or what. But definitely, if you're interested, call them first before you go out there, because no reason to waste a trip. So anyways, I think that is all I have for you guys today. I made notes, so I'm trying to make sure. But yeah, so that is everything that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this new format of the show. And that was do anything? Okay, no, just lay it back down. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this new layout. Definitely leave a comment and let me know if you don't like it, so that I can, go back to the other format. But like I said last time, I like watching a longer episode of a show, because I usually watch whenever I knit, so it gives me a chance to actually zone out kind of and knit and listen and look occasionally, rather than having to, put something down after a couple minutes and change and find another episode of something else. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys have an awesome week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!